Work on emergency communications upgrades for DuBois County continues. What changes are on the way? Plus, Kerry Schneider makes his weekly visit to our friends at the DuBois County Humane Society, and Carla Striegel-Winter is tonight's guest on Inform. All of that and much more is up next here on the 18 WJTS News. Hello, I'm Bradford Raths. Work is continuing for upgrades to the fire and emergency personnel communications systems in DuBois County. Last night, the DuBois County Council heard an update on the project from County Commissioner Larry Vollmer, along with Deputy Emergency Management Director Gary Fritz. Vollmer and Fritz have been leading the upgrade efforts. Upgrades will include group siren paging and activation, a centralized repeater for law enforcement and the County Highway Department, and upgrading the fire paging system to a simulcast system with text messaging supplements. That will all be accomplished through towers in St. Henry, on Greener Road, and at JFS Milling. Those three towers will simultaneously transmit emergency pages, whereas the previous system sent pages from one tower at a time. There will also be 7 remote receive sites, 2 remote receivers, and centralized repeaters. Fritz says the upgrades would allow for 95% of the county to be covered by emergency communications. He says that is a significant upgrade from current coverage levels.
It will improve the reliability of the pagers so that you will be able to receive those pages in a wider area around the county than you can with the current system. So that, for example, there are some areas that the signal is too weak currently and your pager may not go off. With the new system, your pager is a lot more likely to be activated, even in those areas that are currently lacking strong signal coverage.
The council approved more than $770,000 to make the upgrades to the system at last night's meeting. The contract for the work was previously awarded to Advanced Radio Communications, and they will work with Digital Sky Wireless on this project. TUSA Consulting, who was hired back in 2013 to make recommendations, will be overseeing the work. Work is expected to last about 6 months. The upgrade efforts have been ongoing since early 2013, when county officials heard that tornado sirens had failed to go off on 2 separate occasions in recent years. A report was issued on March 7th of last year by Robert Zickler with the Indianapolis Department of Public Safety. Zickler concluded that there were concerns with paging reliability, radio coverage, and frequency congestion when the tornado sirens were activated. Several familiar faces have announced intentions to run for office in the upcoming city elections. We begin with former Huntingburg Fire Chief and current Huntingburg Councilman Glenn Kissling. Kissling is running for his 2nd term on the council. Kissling says he is proud of the progress that has been made since he was elected back in 2012. He says he is looking forward to overseeing several upcoming city projects. Meanwhile, current Jasper Wastewater Commissioner Alex Emmons has announced his plans to run for one of the at-large seats on the Jasper City Council. Emmons is seeking the Democratic nomination. Emmons has been on the Utility Service Board since 2005. He also served on the Jasper Comprehensive Plan Steering Committee back in 2009 and 2010. Emmons says he hopes to see Jasper grow into a destination city for people to come to for work and to raise a family. Finally, Jasper Mayor Terry Seitz formally announced his intent to file for re-election. Seitz was elected back in 2011. This year's primary is set for May 5th. The Jasper and Evansville posts of the Indiana State Police have added new troopers from the 74th Recruit Academy. The Jasper District welcomed 4 new troopers into the fold yesterday. They are Samuel Gillespie, Caitlin Green, Justin Mears, and Paul Nanny. Trooper Gillespie will primarily patrol Orange County, Trooper Green Spencer County, and Trooper Mears and Nanny will be in Crawford County. Now, there are a couple of family connections in this class of new troopers. Green is the daughter of current Sergeant Sherry Heichelbeck. This marks the first mother-daughter active duty relationship in the department. Meanwhile, Gillespie is the grandson of former State Trooper Robert C. Gillespie. Robert Gillespie was killed in the line of duty in June of 1962. Meanwhile, the Evansville Post added 3 new troopers. They are Dustin Rubenacker, Corey Risley, and Brock Buchanan. Risley and Buchanan will primarily patrol in Pike County, while Rubenacker will primarily work out of Vanderburgh County. The Memorial Hospital Foundation has announced several medical scholarship opportunities for local students. There are 5 scholarships that the students can apply for. These are the Doris Ackerman and Family Nursing Scholarship, the Mabel Keebler Nursing Endowment, the Mildred Schwinghammer Nursing Scholarship, the St. Joseph's Hospital Auxiliary Scholarship, and the Kathleen Temple Nursing Scholarship. These scholarships all range from $750 to $1,500 in value. Scholarship winners will be selected by a committee, and the committee will include at least one patient services director from Memorial Hospital, the executive director of the Memorial Hospital Foundation, the vice president of patient services, and other designated staff members. Scholarship applications will be available at the Memorial Hospital Foundation's office in the Southgate Shopping Center. You can also find the application online at mhhcc.org. The deadline for the applications is March 1st. Finally this evening, the search for a missing woman in Greene County ended in tragedy yesterday. Indiana conservation officers say the search for 39-year-old Tania Holloman of Colleen ended yesterday morning. Her body was found inside of the vehicle she was driving during the morning search efforts. Authorities say they found what they believed to be a submerged vehicle in the area late on Sunday evening. They say the water depth receded overnight Sunday into yesterday, and the top of the vehicle was visible once the search resumed early yesterday morning. Holloman was confirmed to be inside the vehicle by divers, and the vehicle was then pulled out of the water. Conservation officers say Holloman had accidentally driven into the floodwaters of the Plummer River just west of Colleen Saturday evening. She had not been seen or heard from since that time. Conservation officers are once again discouraging folks from driving through flooded roads. If a roadway is flooded, turn around and find a different route. All right, coming up after the break, Carrie is next with our friends at the DuBois County Humane Society, plus your local forecast, sports with Kurt Gooksell, and Inform with Carla Striegel-Winner. That's all up next here on the 18 WJTS News. Local people watching local people.